This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district. Now in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Shelton Fastpitch Field on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school spring sports with Evergreen Conference Fastpitch softball featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Aberdeen Bobcats. My name is Daedrick Allen. Joining me for this game is Jerry Apple, but he has other duties right now. So we'll get to Jerry once we get that all done. Shelton is 3-10 on the season, 1-7 in the Evergreen Conference. The Highclimbers are coming off Wednesday's 25-3 loss at Tumwater. Aberdeen has an 11-2 overall record, 6-2 in EVCO play. The Bobcats are coming off yesterday's 2-1 loss to Tumwater. This is the second meeting of the season between Shelton and Aberdeen. On April 2nd, the Bobcats held the Highclimbers to 2 hits for a 10-0 win in 5 innings. Coming up.
Whenever you're ready, we're ready.
Go ahead, Jerry. Just do your thing. Jeez. We're gonna do some announcing, and okay. All right. Well. We'll get you, if you got all that off from Coach Squire, Jerry's going to do some announcing to the stadium. We'll get those lineups, batting orders, and, of course, first pitch. That's Evergreen Conference Fast Pitch Softball. The Aberdeen Bobcats at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And the next 10 and under stars. And
here's Jerry
coach,
Apple.
Jacob Dunnington.
As he's announcing some of the youth fast pitch teams.
Introduce you to is the 12 and under stars and their coach, John. There's a couple fundraisers today. We'd like to have you all go get some ice. Also later on, they're going to have some base racing. And we do have one more team. The 12 and under stars, Sharon Jaycott is the coach. 12 and under stars.
Okay. A little disorganized here, so bear with us.
Okay. All right. And now we'd like to introduce you to the Aberdeen Bobcats Fastpitch team. First, number 16, Ryan Spitzer. Next, number 10, Abby Manio. Number 7, Hadley Lowry. Number 9, Madeline Baker. Number 23, Cadence Broughton. And number 25, Hannah Lasser. And now your starters for the Bobcats. Leading off will be Scotland LeCompte. And she is playing right field. Next, 00, Britton Neal, and she's playing third base. Number 2, Alyssa Yakovich, and she will be the catcher. Batting cleanup, number 12, the pitcher, Lily Camp. Batting next, fifth is number 22, the first baseman, Mason Jones. Batting 6, the second baseman, number 30, Allie Adams. Batting 7th, the center fielder, number 5, Riley Hendrickson. And the designated hitter, batting 8th, is number 19, Cheyenne Cone. Batting 9th, the left fielder, number 6, Andrew Gaddis. And playing second base, playing the flex position is number 1, Zoe Vesey. And their coach is Jimmy McDaniel. That's your lineups for the Bobcats. Thank you. First, leading off for the Highclimbers, number 8, the third baseman, Ada Gooley. Batting second, the center fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler. Batting third, number 4, the shortstop, Haley Schaffenauer. Batting cleanup, playing first base, number 33, Bailey Plant. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 11, Michaela Lee. Batting sixth, the catcher, Liv Rasmussen. Batting seventh, number 43, the second baseman, Riley Rowland. Batting eighth, the pitcher tonight, number 20, Kaylee Ricks. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 1, Gabby Murphy. Okay, number 15, Ashley Borden. And number 17, Aurora Marcy. And next, Sadie Makowitz. And number 25, Natalie Glenn. And that's your Shelton lineup. And now we'll do the... Okay. And the coach is Richard Squire. And now the national anthem. Okay.
All right, we will take a quick break. We'll be right back with first pitch between Aberdeen and Shelton on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service. Here, as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we're back here at Shelton Fastpitch Field. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple will be joining us shortly. Aberdeen and...
the first pitch.
Oh, yeah, we have the first pitch. I forgot about that. Hold on a second.
Elementary. Presley Williams. She is from the 12 and under Stars.
And here's for open ceremonial pitch here now. We'll get back to regular stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball. And don't forget to check out the ice truck. And
okay, the speakers are right by my feet. So, yeah, Jerry Apple will be joining us here shortly. And for some reason, I'm not getting my graphic to come up. Let's try that again. Well, maybe we won't have a graphic today. We'll try to our best there. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Jerry is now double doing it today, and he's joining me in this broadcast as he gets set. And we're about ready to get the lineup cards exchanged. Jerry, you probably want the lineup card so you can fill in your book as we do this on the fly.
Thank you, Diedrich.
Lights of communication here.
Thank you, sir.
So Jerry's going to enter his book, and we'll wait for the first pitch. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by...
What is gig speed internet? Details. Or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions. Or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. To gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC is being made possible by Health. is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. Christine Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first.
Well, we're back here at Shelton Fastpitch Field, and Jerry Apple, after doing his earlier duties, double doing it today, he's now joined me in the broadcast. Jerry, good job on that announcement on the fly.
Thank you.
As it always is.
Yeah, it was hard because I didn't have, thank goodness I had some good help from one of the parents.
Yeah. Well, Jerry's here, and you already went through the lineups on the field here, Jerry, so let's just start out with who's leading things off.
Okay, leading off for the Aberdeen Bobcats will be number 17, Scotty Lecomte. She's a right fielder.
Yeah, Scotty 1 for 3, a walk, and a run scored yesterday in the 2-1 loss to Tumwater. Let's run down the infield well, Kaylee Ricks is going to be the pitcher. She's on the mound. Her last outing, let's see here, she pitched 2 innings against Tumwater on Wednesday. Not a good line for her. 16 runs, 8 earned, 11 hits, 3 walks, and only 2 strikeouts. Want to rebound here against the Bobcats. So, here we go with the leadoff batter.
Yeah, Scotty Lecomte.
Yeah, Lecomte steps in, waits for the first pitch from Ms. Ricks. Pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball. That's going to hook just foul up the first base line. So it'll be strike 1. Now we can focus on softball, Jerry, not everything else you were doing just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to create a problem for you. That was...
Well, it's all right. It works out.
It did work out okay?
Yeah, it worked out. So, 0-1 to Lecomte. She'll hit another one. It's to center field. Cassandra Tyler can't get to it, gets over her head. Lecomte heading to second. There's a relay throw in just a little bit late. And a leadoff double for the Bobcats.
And now up is 0-0, the third baseman, Britton Neal.
Britton was 1 for 4 yesterday against Tumwater. She'll step in. 1 on. Here's pitch on the way, swinging the ground ball. That's going to take a real weird hop over and out of the glove of Riley Rowland, and the ball gets away from Bailey Plant at first base, and coming in to score is going to be Lecomte. And there's a 1-0, real early, Jerry. Aberdeen on top. And a runner on first base.
And now up is your catcher, number 2, Alyssa Yakovich.
Yeah, Alyssa. 0 for 3, but did draw a walk yesterday. First pitch to her. Swinging, that was fouled off, straight back. So the Bobcats coming out swinging here. It's paid off so far. They've got 1 in, 1 on, nobody out. Third batter to the plate. Here's the 0-1. It's going to be ball 1, 1-1 to count. Again, runner at first base, and that is Neal. 1 in, nobody out for the Bobcats here. Yakovich waits for the 1-1. It's going to be ball 2. Gets away from the catcher, Rasmussen, on the play. Neal hits the second base.
So a pass ball there.
So quickly a runner again in scoring position on second base. 2 balls, 1 strike to Yakovich. 1 in, nobody out for the Bobcats. Top of the first. Pitch on the way. It's going to be low. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Alyssa Yakovich. Step back in, wait for the next offering from Ricks. Swing and a miss. So the count is now full to Yakovich. Again, Britton Neal on second base, 1 in, 1-0 ball game. Here's the next offering. Swing and a ground ball. Chopper is going to, oh, nice. Almost getting to it is going to be Schuffenhauer over there as it gets into left field, and the Bobcats have runners at the corners.
And now up is your pitcher. This is number 12, Lily Camp.
Lily was 1 for 3 at the plate and walked once yesterday. So runners at first and third, 1 in, nobody out. We have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Yakovich, and that will be number 25, Hannah Lessard. She's over at first base. So again, the batter is Lily Camp. Nobody out, 1 in. Runners at first and third. Shows bunt, pulls back, and a runner goes. As Lessard makes her way to second base now. So 2 runners in scoring position here early for the Bobcats. Aberdeen comes in with business, don't they, Jerry? Here's pitch on the way, swing, and that one's fouled straight back.
Are they in second place?
They are in second place. The count is actually 1 ball and 1 strike. Didn't have that updated. Try that. Yeah, they are right behind Tumwater. Here's the 1-1 to Lily Camp. It's going to be high for ball 2, so 2-1 to count. Again, Lessard at second. Neal at third. 1 in, nobody out for the Bobcats. We're in the top of the first inning.
This is the 4th hitter, the cleanup hitter.
Here's the 2-1 to Lily Camp. Swing, and that one's fouled off the screen. Evens the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 in, nobody out for Aberdeen here, leading 1-0 early. Top of the first inning. Here's pitch on the way. It's going to be a pass ball, and runner's going to hold as Ricks comes in to cover home plate. So the count is full, with runners at second and third. Nobody out. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's headed over everybody's head into the tennis courts behind us. Out of play. And the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 2 on, 1 in. 1-0 ball game. We're in the top of the first inning. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a ball. The bases are loaded.
And now up your 5th hitter, the first baseman, number 22.
Yeah, Mason was 0 for 3, drew a walk, but did also drive in a run yesterday. We do have a timeout. I think we might have a change here early. No, it's just a chat between Rasmussen and Ricks. Bases are loaded, nobody out, 1 in. And Jones is the batter for Aberdeen. 1-0 ball game here in the top of the first. Jones settles in, waits for first pitch. It's going to be high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no. To Mason Jones. She'll pop one up. That's in shallow left or right field, excuse me. Coming in to get it and glove it is for the out is going to be Gabby Murphy, but on the play, Neal will come in to score, making it 2-0 with 1 out.
And now up is number 30, the second baseman, Allie Adams.
And Allie was 1 for 3 with a double yesterday. Takes a strike. So 1 out, 2 on, runners at first and second. We have a courtesy runner for the pitcher over there, by the way, Jerry. It's number 16. I don't have a number 16 on my roster.
Yeah,
Pitch
they don't have that shoot.
Yeah, there's a fly ball. That one's headed out there. Left field. It is gone on a home run, a 3-run blast for Adams on the first pitch to her. And that makes it 5-0. One out. Now the bases are empty.
And now up is number 5, the center fielder, Riley Henriksen.
And Riley was 1 for 3 yesterday against Aberdeen. So it's 5-0. 5 runs come in here in the top of the first inning. The first pitch to Hendrickson is low for ball 1. Here's next pitch on the way. That's ball 2. Kaylee Ricks has thrown 22 pitches, Jerry, here in the first inning.
Wow.
3 balls and no strikes.
I'm sure we'll see Ada Gooley coming in maybe in the 3rd or 4th inning. See what happens with the pitch.
Get control of this here in the next few pitches. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. That's going to be a
And now up is number 19, your designated hitter. This is Cheyenne Cohn.
oh, let's see. I had her on a different number somewhere. Jerry, there she is. She's 19. She on April 11th. That was a 7-0 win, and she was 1 for 1.
And this is the 8th hitter for.
That was 1 out. Just the 1 out. You missed the 1 out, Jerry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Will step in. 1 out, 1 on. 5 in here in the first. She shows bunt, takes the pitch. It's going to be past. So, yeah. So Hendrickson's on second base now for the Bobcats. And again, Cohn is the batter. Takes the 1, pops it out of play over the first base dugout. Is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. 5 in for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Riley Henriksen is on second base for the Bobcats.
Pitch on the way, and there's a pop fly. Heading there to center right, and it's tagged there, or grabbed there, and on the play, runner Hendrickson goes to third base. So that's 2 out and 1 on, 5 in.
And now up is number 6, the left fielder, Andre Gaddis.
Yeah,
Andrew.
Audrey.
I'm going to say Andrew.
It's Audrey.
Is it Audrey?
1 for 1 yesterday. She's
That sounds better. Sounds better,
yeah.
Audrey.
She takes ball 1, or I'm sorry, strike 1, excuse me. So there's an 0-1 to Gaddis. Runner at third, 2 out for the Bobcats. Strike 2 call, just hit that outside corner right at the knees. So 0-2 to Gaddis. 2 out, 5 in, 1 on, runner at third base in Hendrickson. Here's pitch on the way. Swing, a little blooper up there in the front, and Gould. This is another runner to come in. But that goes foul. Ada did a good job letting it. Saw that it was going to hit the turf and roll foul, and she didn't pick it up. So the count remains no balls. Here's pitch outside, and that's a ground ball right back to first base, and Plant will grab it, take a step back, and that'll end the inning for the Bobcats. But they get 5 runs. They lead 5-0. Highclimbers coming up on Mason Web TV.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 426-8255.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
And we head to the bottom of the first inning, 5-0.
Yeah,
Aberdeen with the lead. Go ahead, Jerry.
The Bobcats had 5 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error committed by the Highclimbers, 1 left on base, and there was 2 walks. And leading off for the Highclimbers is number 8, the third baseman, Ada Gooley.
Ada was 2 for 2 yesterday, drew a walk at the plate. Lily Camp is in the pitching circle, and Lily went 7 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 hits, 2 walks, 14 strikeouts, faced 29 batters yesterday. And she's got some heat. First pitch to Gooley, leading things off, swing and a miss.
Yeah. Like I mentioned a couple times, this is probably the ace pitcher in the whole league. She could throw it up to 67 miles per hour. That is fast.
That is fast. Just watching her in her warm-ups, one came in pretty fast here. Leans back, here's next pitch, shows bunt, does Gooley, and takes strike 2. She missed on that bunt. That's an interesting location. So, 0-2 to Ada Gooley, the leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here.
Ada's been very successful in the leadoff position for the Highclimbers. Done really well.
Here's the 0-2 to Gooley from Camp, a swing and a miss, and that's strikeout number 1.
Unfortunately, you're going to see a lot of people swinging late on these pitches from Lily Camp. Now up is number 7, the center fielder, Cassandra Tyler.
Yeah, Cassandra was 0 for 3 on Wednesday against Tumwater. 1 out, nobody on. Lily Camp into her windup with the first pitch to Cassandra Tyler. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes strike 1. So 0-1 to Cassandra Tyler. One out, nobody on. Pitch on the way, it's going to be high, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cassandra Tyler for the Highclimbers, trailing in the bottom of the first 5-0. There's a guy in gold out there in center field, Jerry. Sitting in a chair waiting for a ball to come his way. There's another pitch that goes in the dirt. That's the second ball to Cassandra Tyler. One out, nobody on for Shelton. Here in the bottom of the first inning. 5-0 Aberdeen on top. Shelton at bat. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a pop up, and that's out of play. Headed to the tennis courts. So 2-2, excuse me, to Cassandra Tyler.
Cassandra's done a nice job in the outfield for the Highclimbers. He's made some nice catches out there in center field.
Looks back at a coach who gets some instructions. 1 out, nobody on. Haley Schaffenhauer on the deck. 1 out, nobody on for Shelton here. I was talking to Rich Squire on Tuesday, and he said this is a tough week with the matchups that he has. A little delay. We want some new balls here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for Shelton. And Cassandra Tyler steps back in, waits for the pitch from Lily Camp. Here it comes. Swing, and a little ground ball is going to be bobbled out there, but throw to first anyways is good. Adams bobbled it, picked it up, threw it over to Jones at first, and that's out number 2. Good recovery.
Yes, it was. And now up is your third hitter, for the Highclimbers, and this is the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schuffenhauer. And I don't know if you know it, fans. She has gone to the Illinois College, University for a visit, and is thinking about going there playing.
She was 3 for 3 yesterday.
Oh, wow, good.
Take a strike on the outside corner, however, on the first pitch to her.
So maybe we'll get to see Haley play for the Illini.
Here's the 0-1 to Haley Schuffenhauer. Pitch on the way. Outside. Didn't quite hit the corner that time. 1-1 the count.
A little better angle today than we did, I think, in the board.
It's about the same, Jerry. It's just, we're
for
on
you,
the other
for
side.
Me, yeah.
Here's the 1-1 to Schuffenhauer. She reaches out there, hits a fly ball. Coming in to grab it, it's going to be Gaddis. And that'll do it for the Highclimbers here in the inning. We head to the second, 5-0 Aberdeen with the lead coming to bat.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
The second inning to play, Aberdeen with a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, and now up will be number 17, the right fielder, Scotty Lecomte. She scored the first run. She had a double in the first.
And she'll lead things off here for the Bobcats. First pitch to her is high, and ball 1. Scotty steps back in, Scotland takes ball 2. Leadoff batter for the Bobcats. They're up 5-0 here. Second inning. Pitch on the way. It's going to be I don't know, I call that a wild pitch, Jerry. It's a little high. 3 balls, no strikes. Yeah. Your next pitch on the way, and there's a ground ball. Schuffenhauer with a great stop at short. Throw to first. Got her. Over to Plant, just beat out the runner, and that's out number 1.
That was a beautiful play by Haley Schuffenhauer. And a nice stretch by the first baseman, Bailey Plant. And now up is Britton Neal. She got on by way of an error, and she scored the second run for the Bobcats.
First pitch to her is outside. Takes that corner, though. Gets strike 1. So 1 out, nobody on for the Cats. Neal, the batter, waits for the 0-1 from Ricks. Swing and a miss. Just a little early on that swing, Jerry.
Yeah.
0-2. She might have got a small little piece of it. It went back to the backstop. So 0-2 with 1 out, nobody on. Britton Neal steps back in. Here's a pitch on the way. That's another wild pitch. I think that slipped out of Kaylee's hand. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. 5-0 ball game. Aberdeen on top and at bat. Here's a 1-2. Swing, and that one's a foul right into the dugout there at first base. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on.
I'm not sure if Aberdeen and Tumwater have played yet.
They played yesterday, Jerry. Tumwater won. There's ball.
Did they?
2. Yes.
Close?
2-1, Jerry.
Wow.
2-1.
2-1. Wow.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Here's a pitch to Neal. She'll foul another one over the third base dugout this time.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to listen to your warm-up.
Jerry's being served here. Jerry's doing a lot of things today, including eating shaved ice. Here's a 2-2.
And there's no such thing as multitasking.
That's true.
Can't do 2 things 100%.
That's very true. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Neal. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a pitch on the way, and it's going to be a walk. 1 out walk. And Neal heads to first base. And who's this coming up, Jerry? Number 2. It's going to be Alyssa Yakovic.
Yeah, Yakovic. And she scored the second run. She had a single back in the first for the Bobcats.
Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be high for ball 1.
And Yakovic also started for the basketball team for the Bobcats.
Yeah. So 1 out, 1 on. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be, that's going to hit Yakovic in the shin. So runners at first and second now. As Yakovic heads over to second base, we should have a courtesy runner, and yes, we do. And it'll be Hannah Lassard. She'll be at first base.
Okay.
Neal will be at second.
And now up is your pitcher. She scored the third run. She had a walk. This is Lily Camp.
Pitch to Camp is inside. Ooh, hit that inside corner for strike 1. So 0-1 to Lily Camp. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be a ball. Goes into the dirt. Nice stop by Rasmussen. So 1-1 the count to Lily Camp. Runners at first and second. Neal's at second. Lassard's at first. Pitch on the way. Just a bit low and inside. Ball 2. 2-1. 1 out and 2 on. 5-0 ball game. Aberdeen on top and at bat. Lily Camp waits for the 2-1. Swings. It pops one up center field. That's shallow center field. Cassandra Tyler grabs it for the out. Throw to third is over the head of Gooley. Neal is safe on third, and Lassard is safe on second. So there's now 2 outs for the Bobcats.
And now up is number 22, Mason Jones. And she flew out to right field.
2 out, 2 on. Here's first pitch to Jones. Swings and pops it up. It's in foul territory. Oh, hit the fence. Out of play. So 0-1 to Jones. 2 out. Pitch on the way. It's going to be high. Ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Again, Lassard at second and Neal at third. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. And the batter is Jones. Here's the pitch on the way. Going to be low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Mason Jones, and that's M-A-Y-S-I-N. M. There's a pop fly. Going over there to right field on the run to grab it for the out.
Beautiful.
It's going to be Murphy, and that'll be out number 3. The Bobcats leave a couple out there. We head to the bottom of the frame. Aberdeen up 5-0. Shelton coming up.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, We offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
The Powered by HCC is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
And we head to the bottom of the second inning, 5-0 Aberdeen. Shelton coming up to bat.
Yeah, leading off will be the first baseman, number 33, the cleanup hitter, Bailey Plant.
Oh, and Bailey, let's see here. Get to my sheet. 2 for 2 and scored a run on Wednesday against Tumwater.
Had a good day.
First pitch to Plant from Lily Camp. Here it comes. Fastball. Wow. Jerry, I don't have much words for that.
I would not want to stay in there.
Yeah.
I would not stand in there.
Yeah, Bailey swung and she just missed. So it's 0-1. But man, that thing came in.
Oh, yeah.
Here is the next pitch on the way. Another fastball, a little bit lower. Swing and a miss again. 0-2 to Bailey Plant. Wow.
I was watching a college game a couple days ago, and the pitcher was throwing in the high 70s.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss again, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, that's a second strikeout for Lily Camp.
Yeah, she did get 14 strikeouts yesterday against Tumwater in a losing effort.
14, wow. Number 11, the left fielder, Michaela Lee.
And Michaela 1 for 3 and scored a run on Wednesday. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on for Shelton here. Bottom of the second inning, they're trailing Aberdeen 5-0. Here's the 1-0 to Lee. Rolling inside, ball 2. It's 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on.
Yeah, Lily Camp has retired the first 4 hitters.
Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 2-1. To Michaela Lee. Stands pretty far back in the box, Jerry.
Yeah, she is.
Here's the 2-1. High. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I'm going to think that she's going to take on this. Get on base, get a runner on base.
All right, I'm going to predict this fastball strike.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Pretty safe on this bat here, Jerry. Here's the pitch from Lily Camp. It is a ball, and I was wrong. So there's a base runner for the Highclimbers.
And that's the first base runner for the Highclimbers. And now up is number 2, the catcher, Liv Rasmussen.
Liv was 0 for 1, but did bat in a run. That was Wednesday against Tumwater. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Rasmussen. High, just a bit high. It's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Lee at first base for Shelton. Rasmussen step back in. Shows bunt. Pitch on the way, pulls it back. Runner goes, and throw down to second base is Vesey tags her out, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Highclimbers.
And now up. Well, she's still up.
Yeah.
And Liz Rasmussen stepping back in.
So 2 down for Shelton here. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's a check swing. She did go. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Liv Rasmussen. With 2 out, nobody on. As Bobcats caught Lee trying to get the second base. Here's a pitch outside for ball 3, so 3-1.
Yeah, just missed that outside corner.
So 3-1, 2 away. Here's a pitch on the way, swing and a miss. So the count is full to Liv Rasmussen with 2 down. Here comes the 3-2. And it's going to be ball 4. So Rasmussen heads over to first base with 2 out.
And that's a second walk given up in a row by Lily Camp. And now up is number 43, the second baseman, Riley Rowland.
Well, last time she batted was against Black Hills on April 18th. She was 0 for 1. Did Riley Rowland. Pitch on the way. Throw. That's where it was going. That was was that a strike? That was a strike.
Yeah,
wow.
It caught the outside
Okay.
corner.
Well, I heard the umpire say something, but there was no real reaction from anybody. So it's 0-1. Here's the next pitch. That one's going to be foul tipped into the glove, and that's going to be strike number 2. 0-2 to Riley Rowland. Liv Rasmussen over at first base. 2 out for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the second inning. Trailing 5-0. Pitch on the way. That one's swinging foul straight back. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, 1 on for Shelton. Rick's on deck should roll and reach. Here's the 0-2 to Riley Rowland from Lily Camp. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for the Climbers here in their half of the second. We head to the third. Aberdeen with a 5-0 lead coming to bat.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we head to the third inning of play. 5-0 Aberdeen with the lead and come up to bat.
Yeah, number 30, Allie Adams, the second baseman, is the first hitter for the Bobcats. And she had a home run, 3 RBIs back in the first.
So she'll step in.
That might be why the guy, is he still out there?
No? Oh, yeah, he's still out there.
Oh, yeah, he's
I'm assuming since he's wearing gold, he's a Bobcat fan.
Yeah.
First pitch to Adams is a ball.
That's about where she hit it, too, didn't she?
I was actually more towards the left.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to correct Jerry in any way, but I think it was more towards left. And the next pitch was also a ball, so 2 balls, no strikes.
I never prep him for the questions I ask him.
He just dumps them on me like a dump truck. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's pitch on the way. Oh, that's going to be 3 balls. So 3-0 to Allie Adams. Big part of this 5 runs that the Bobcats have. Here's pitch on the way. Has a strike on the inside corner. 3-1 to Adams. Leadoff batter for the Aberdeen Bobcats here in the top of the third inning. First pitch on the way. It's going to be high and a leadoff walk. So 1 on and nobody out.
And that's the 4th walk given up by the Highclimbers. And now up is number 5, your center fielder, Riley Hendrickson. And she got on by way of a walk and was stranded at third base.
First pitch to Hendrickson. It's going to be a strike down the middle of the plate. So 0-1. Runner at first base, nobody out. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball infield. Gooley just outside third base, grabs it for the out. Gets the runner. Adams back to first base, so 1 away for Aberdeen.
And now up is number 19. And this is Cheyenne Cohn. And Cheyenne flew out to the right fielder back in the first.
First pitch to her is a ball, throw to first.
And she's a designated hitter.
There's a fly ball to center field. Cassandra Tyler reaches up, grabs it for out number 2. So 2 down, 1 on for Aberdeen.
And now up, we're going to say it right this time, number 6, the left fielder, Audrey Gaddis.
First pitch to Audrey is in the turf. Runner goes, throw to the second, and Adams is safe at second. So Bobcats move a runner into scoring position. Next pitch is a little bunt attempt that rolls foul. Third baseline, so 1-1 the count to Gaddis. And Adams at second base for Aberdeen, 2 down. Pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball chopper right back to Ricks, throw to first, and Plant will record the out, and the Bobcats leave 1 out there, but they lead 5-0. We head to the bottom of the 3rd.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
So lineup change as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lily Camp is over at first base, and the pitcher now is number 22 is Mason Jones. Her last outing was April 4th against Hoquiam. She pitched a couple of innings, 2 innings, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, faced 9 batters.
Thank you, Diedrich. And now up is number 20, the pitcher, Kaylee Ricks.
She takes strike 1. Does Kaylee Ricks. Leading things off the Highclimbers here. In the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Be outside for ball 1. 1-1.
And Lily Camp pitched 2 innings, had no hitter for those 2 innings, and no walks.
2 walks, Jerry.
Oh, that's right, she did. Yeah, 2 walks, you're right.
And the next pitch to Ricks was a ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks.
Yeah, pretty effective.
Pretty effective in just a couple of innings. Here's the 2-1 to Kaylee Ricks. Strike 2 called, so the count goes even 2-2. The leadoff batter for the Climbers here in the third inning. Trailing Aberdeen 5-0.
She's going to see if she can help her cause right now.
Here's next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that will be a strikeout. And 1 down.
And now up is Gabby Murphy, number 1, your right fielder.
Yeah, she last batted on April 14th against Tumwater. 0 for 1, but did score a run. First pitch to Murphy's a swing and a foul ball over to our left. So 0-1. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the third, swing and a miss. Little changeup there from Jones. Murphy was a little early. 0-2 with 1 out. Scabby steps back in, waits for the 0-2 pitch. Outside and high, ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Murphy. Pitch on the way, check swing. It's gonna be ball 2. 2-2 to Murphy. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Jones. 2 down.
And now up is your leadoff hitter, Ada Gooley, and she's 0 for 1. And she's the third baseman for the Highclimbers.
So 2 out, nobody on for Shelton here. Trailing 5-0. Ada Gooley digs in, waits for the pitch from Jones. Here it comes. Swing and a miss.
Now we've seen Ada play a lot of different positions. About 5 different positions I've seen her play.
Yeah, he's been outfield, 2 positions, third base, second base, pitcher. Next pitch is high, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Ada Gooley. 2 out, nobody on. Next pitch on the way, swing, and a little hopper goes over there to shortstop. Throw over to Camp, and 1, 2, 3 go the Climbers here in their half of the third. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
And we head to the 4th inning, 5-0. Aberdeen still up, coming to bat.
Yeah, Aberdeen scored all the runs in the first inning. Scotty LeComte is up. She's 1 for 2, has a double, scored the first run, and then grounded out to the shortstop back in the second.
We have a change here. Let's take a look here. Don't see a change at all here. I'm not really sure what that little conversation was. Here's first pitch and a ground ball chopper to Gooley at third. Throw over to first, off the mark, and LeComte's heading to second, going to third, and she hold up there on that error.
Yeah, it's an error, unfortunately. And boy, there was some speed there by Scotty. Boy, she maneuvered right around that second base. And now up is 0-0. This is your third baseman, Britton Neal. And she is 0 for 1, has a walk, and scored the second run.
She takes ball 1. Nobody out, 1 on. Runner at third base. And LeCompte. Here's the 0-1 to Neal. It's going to be, I'm sorry, that was 2 balls and no strikes. Misspoke there. So 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Here's pitch on the way. Bit inside. Ball 3. So 3-0 to Neal. Scotland LeCompte on third base. There's a strike to Neal. So 3-1 to Britton Neal. Nobody out, 1 on. Here's pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive gets by rolling into left field. 1 run will come in. And there's an RBI single making it 6-0.
Yeah, Scotty LeCompte coming in for the 6th run and giving RBI to Britton Neal. And now up is number 2, the catcher, Alyssa Yakovich. And she is 1 for 1. Got a single, scored the 3rd run, and was hit by a pitch.
And she hit the first pitch, ground ball foul at the third baseline, just fouled. So 0-1 to Yakovich. Here's pitch on the way. It's going to be high. Ball 1-1-1. Yakovich waits for the 1-1. 1 on, 1 in. And
Liv was thinking about throwing, but was probably wise not to, but did get her back to first base.
Neal, that is we're talking about over there at first base. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Throw over to first this time. Neal gets back with a quick step to the bag. And it's a 3-1. 1 on.
Liv is making that runner think.
Here's pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 4. So Yakovich heads to first base. Of course, Neal will go to second, and that's 2 on. Nobody out, 1 in.
And now up is your first baseman, Lily Camp. And Lily is 0 for 1. Flew out to center field and had a walk back in the first and scored the 4th run for the Bobcats.
Courtesy runner over at first base again is number 25, and that's Hannah Lassard. First pitch to the plate in Camp is ball 1. So runners at first and second for the Bobcats. 1 run has come in to score, making it 6-0. Pitch on the way, swing, and a little interference there. So as that was explained, that should only be 1 out as they get the interference, calls the dead ball, so that'll be out number 1. But the throw was over to first base, and they recorded 2 outs. Okay. And Lassard's on second base. That's not how it was explained to us in North Mason the other day, Jerry. Pitch on the way. And this batter is number 22, and it's Mason Jones, the pitcher.
It was a nice play by Haley. Good thinking, tagging the runner and then throwing over to first.
Was it a tag or was it interference, Jerry? Either way.
Yeah.
It's 2 away. So it would explain a little better there. Runner at second base. Pitch on the way, and there's a ground ball to third base. Ada Gooley with it, and throws over to first for the out there. So the Bobcats get 1, leave 1, lead 6-0. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Shelton coming up.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Cassandra Tyler leading things off for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, and she's 0 for 1. She's a center fielder.
She takes ball 1.
And the Bobcats had 1 run on 1 hit. No errors by the Highclimbers. 1 left on base, and there was 1 walk given up by the Highclimbers.
Next pitch on the way to Cassandra Tyler. She'll foul that one off. So 1-1 the count. Cassandra Tyler leading things off for the Highclimbers here. In the bottom of the fourth inning, 6-0 is our score. Aberdeen on top. Highclimbers have had, am I right, Jerry, 2 base runners so far today?
Let's see.
Pitch on the way and a swing and a miss by Tyler. Makes it 1-2.
Well, they've left 1 on base, but I think you're right. They've had 2 runners. They've had 2 people on base at different times, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be low. Ball 2, 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff batter, Cassandra Tyler. Here's a pitch on the way. High, ball 3 now. Count goes full.
And Madison Jones was pretty effective for the Bobcats. Mason Jones was pretty effective back in the 3rd inning.
Pitch on the way. No pitch on that one. Okay, so a little warning from the home plate. Umpire said that the batter was barely in the box before the pitch came in. So count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. To Cassandra Tyler leading things off for the Highclimbers here. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be a walk. So 1 on and nobody out for the Highclimbers.
And now up is number 4, Haley Schuffenhauer. She's 0 for 1, flew out to the left fielder for the 3rd out back in the 1st. Haley made a beautiful double play last inning.
She did. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. Reaching up and grabbing it will be Vesey. Throw to first. And we'll get Cassandra Tyler on a double play there. As Jerry was describing the last double play, we get another one. So 2 away for the Highclimbers.
And now up is your cleanup hitter, number 33, the first baseman, Bailey Plant. And Bailey is 0 for 1. Nice double play there by the shortstop.
Got to tell you, Vesey robbed a base hit from Schuffenhauer, and then robbed a base runner with a throw to first. Caught everybody by surprise. Here's the first pitch to Plant. It's going to be low and ball 1. So 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here.
Nice crowd tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we had the little teams.
There's a ground ball chopper picked up there by the 3rd baseman coming in. Throw over to first, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers here. In the 4th, we head to the 5th. 6-0 Aberdeen with the lead and coming to bat on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Fifth inning, Jerry, 6-0 Aberdeen.
Yeah, Allie Adams is now up. This is her third time up. She is 1 for 1, had a walk in the third, and of course she had the 3 RBI home run back in the first.
Takes a ball 1. First pitch to her.
The Bobcats so far have 4 hits. Shelton has no hits so far.
There's a little ground ball back to Ricks. She'll glove it off the circle, throw to first, and they just got her at first base. So 1 away.
And now up is your catcher, number 5, Riley Hendrickson.
Actually, Jerry, that's number 9.
Oh, so we got a substitute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give her name here in a minute. She takes the pitch inside for ball 1. Got to get the right thing out here. Number 9.
I got to start watching the numbers a little more carefully, Deidre.
This is Madeline Baker.
Okay.
She takes ball 2.
Madeline Baker.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Got to check my. So 2 balls here to Baker. Different number that's always on my sheet, Jerry. So we'll have to figure out what she gets. She'll swing and she'll pop one up out of play. Ooh, that hit the bleacher over there with a lot of force. So 2-1 to Baker. I know I have her down here. Madison, I'm sorry. There's Madeline Madison.
Is it Madison?
Yeah.
Okay.
She played against Hoquiam, was 2 for 2, had an RBI, and scored 3 runs.
Oh, wow.
Here's a pitch, and that's going to get over Rasmussen's head for 3 balls and 1 strike to Baker.
Now, Bobcats have gone on by way of a walk 5 times.
Interesting to see where Baker will be playing here. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow center. Tyler under it. Gets it, and that will be out. Number 2, right? Yes, 2.
And this is number 1 now.
That is going to be Zoe Vesey.
Okay.
Shortstop. Takes the ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2, a little bit high. So 2-0, 2 out, nobody on for the Bobcats here. Top of the 5th inning, leading 6-0. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. Just gets out of the reach of Schaffenauer into center field. And Vesey's on with 2 outs.
And now up, we've got number 23.
That should be Candace Broughton. And Candace, let's see here, she was 0 for 1 yesterday.
Broughton, okay.
Yeah, Broughton takes ball 1. Assuming that's right. Yeah, didn't change this on us. So Broughton will step back in with 1 ball, no strikes, 1 on, 2 out. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes ball. Runner goes, throw to second, and Vesey's safe at second. So runner in scoring position.
2 outs.
Yep. And Candace Broughton will step back in with 2 balls. Pitch on the way, swing and a fly ball. Heading over there to right field. Murphy reaches up and grabs it. And that will end the inning. What a grab there by Gabby Murphy.
That's the second nice catch she's made in this game.
So we head to the bottom of the fifth. 6-0 Aberdeen. Shelton coming up.
Hi folks, Steve McAllen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Bottom of the fifth. Shelton coming up, trailing 6-0.
Yeah, number 11 is up, the left fielder, Michaela Lee. And she got on by way of a walk back in the second, and then was caught stealing, trying for second.
It's waiting for the first pitch from Jones. Going to be ball one.
Well, Mason Jones and Lily Camp have combined so far for 4 innings of no-hit ball.
Yep. Here's the 1-0 to Lee. Ground ball chopper right to third. Glove there, throw over to first, and that'll be out number 1. So 1 down for Shelton. And Liv Rasmussen's coming up.
Yep, and Liv got on by way of a walk also back in the second inning.
So one
stranded, and then she was stranded there.
So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers. First pitch to Rasmussen from Jones is a strike called right at the knees. So 0-1. Here's next pitch on the way. Ooh, just that looked like a good pitch, but the home plate umpire says no, ball 1. Not getting to the corner quite enough, I guess. Here's the 1-1 with 1 out. Still a bit high, ball 2. So 2-1 to Lee. I'm sorry, Rasmussen. Where did I get Lee? Lee's out. Rasmussen, Liv Rasmussen. Pitch on the way. There's a strike. 2-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. As Liv Rasmussen will step back in.
Yeah, Liv has done a pretty good job behind the plate tonight for Shelton.
There's a little hit out there to right field, and there's the first hit of the ball game for the Highclimbers.
Yeah.
Another base runner.
Yeah, Liv has been on twice, once by walk and now by a single. And now up is number 43, Riley Rowland, and she's 0 for 1.
Jerry, we missed it that Liv made her way over to second base after that throw while you're talking. So Riley will step in. 1 out, 1 on.
And there was an error there.
Here's first pitch. High, ball 1. Next pitch on the way. It's going to be a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to Riley Rowland. 1 out, 1 on. Liv Rasmussen on second base. Here's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Rowland. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, 1 on. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's fouled off the screen. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley Rowland. Again, Liv Rasmussen on second base. 1 out. Next pitch on the way. Ooh. going to be ball 2. Boy, that pitch looked like one of his strikes.
It did look like it was in the strike zone.
All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on pitch. And there's a little slow roller up the middle there. And it looks like Roland beat out the throw. So the runners are now at the corners as Rasmussen makes her way over to third base on the play as well. So 2 on.
And now up is your pitcher, Kaylee Ricks. And Kaylee is 0 for 1, and she has runners at the corners, like you said. And she can do some damage now, help Highclimbers out.
1 out, 2 on. Runner at first, runner at third. Here's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Ricks. For strike 1. Got Roland at first and Rasmussen at third. Kaylee Ricks waits for the next pitch, and there's a fly ball. It's going to drop in center field, shallow. Coming in to scores Rasmussen, and there's an RBI for Kaylee Ricks, making it 6-1.
Yeah, 3 singles in a row, Diedrich. Getting the bats going.
And only 1 out.
And now up is Gabby Murphy, the right fielder. She's 0 for 1.
So we have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, and I didn't see who that was. Number 15 for the Highclimbers, that's Ashley Herman-Hildo. She's on first base. Roland's on second, 1 in, 1 out. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Murphy for strike 1. So 1, 1 out, 1 in, 2 on. Herman-Hildo at first. Roland at second. Swing and a miss again by Murphy. 0-2. Gabby's made a couple of great plays out there in right field.
Yes, she has.
The next pitch on the way, there's a little ground ball that goes foul. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 in, 2 on. Herman-Hildo at first, Riley Rowland at second. Here's pitch on the way. Murphy will swing another one that goes foul up the third baseline. Now she needs to straighten it out, right, Jerry? So count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, 3 on, 1 in for the Highclimbers here. 6-1, they're trailing Aberdeen. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the next pitch on the way. It's going to be low for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah. And runner's going to go throw to third, not in time. And we've got 2 runners in scoring position for the Highclimbers, as Ashley Herman-Hildo is on second base. Riley Rowland's on third.
Yeah, they got her at third.
Oh, did they get her at third?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that, Jerry. Thanks for correcting me there. So that makes it 2-away. Crowd's kind of quiet over here for Aberdeen.
I'm sorry if I'm quiet.
Pitching there for ball 2 to Gabby Murphy. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on, 1 in. Here's pitch on the way. That's going to be a check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did. That'll do it for the Highclimbers here, but they do get on the board. Add 1, leave 1. We head to the 6th. Aberdeen coming up. They're leading 6-1. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything.
We head to the 6th inning of play. 6-1, Aberdeen on top, and the Bobcats are coming up. So Highclimbers got 1 out there.
Well, it was nice that the Highclimbers got 3 singles in a row there, Diedrich, to score that run. And now up, leading off here in the top of the 6th inning is Scotty Lecomte. And Scotty is 1 for 3, had a double back in the first, has scored 2 runs.
And she took ball 1. Get everything updated. 6-1 is our score here. We are in the, give you a little more volume. Pitch on the way, and a little bunt up the front there. Rick's going to pick it up, throw over to first, but the runner's safe at first base. So 1 on, nobody out for the Bobcats.
And now up, double check the number, it's 00.
Yeah.
The third baseman, Britton Neal. And Britton is 1 for 2, has a walk and a single and an RBI.
Takes ball 1. So 1 on, nobody out. Neal waits for the 1-0 pitch from Ricks. LeComp over there at first base. She'll take off, throw to second, and the ball popped out of the glove of Schuffenhauer. And runner is at safe at second base.
Yeah, give Scotty LeComp a steal there.
So it's 2 balls, no strikes to Neal. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to drop into left field for a base hit. LeComp rounding third, heading home. Neal heading to second as the ball went up to the fence, and another run comes in, making it 7-1. I should say a run comes in this inning.
And give her a stand-up double and an RBI for Britton Neal. And now up is number 2, the catcher, Alyssa Yakovich. And Alyssa is 1 for 1, has been hit by a pitcher or a ball, and has also got a walk. So she's got on all 3 times and scored the 3rd run for the Bobcats.
Took a ball low for the first pitch. She'll wait for the 1-0. Runner on second, and it's Neal. Swing and a fly ball, center field. Tyler out of there, watches it go over the fence, and that is a 2-run home run.
Second home run of the game for the Bobcats.
I'm sorry, that's Yakovich. Knocks in 2 more, making it 9-1. So that'll clear the bases. And there's still nobody out for the Bobcats here. And Lily Camp is coming up.
Had 3 hits in a row, Diedrich. A single, a double, and now a home run. And now up is Lily Camp, the first baseman. And Lily is...
fouled the first pitch off over everybody's head, so 0-1.
Yeah, Lily's 0 for 1. She flew out to the center fielder, but has scored a run, got a walk, and she also was hit by a pitch.
So 3 runs are in, nobody out. Bases are empty after the home run, and Lily Camp has no 1 count. Pitch on the way, swing a fly ball. That's going to go over there to right field. Murphy under it, grabs it for out number 1. So 1 away for the Bobcats.
And like you said, Murphy's had a good game out there, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
And now up is your pitcher, Mason Jones. And Mason is 0 for 3.
Swings at the first pitch, drives one up the middle, gets into center field, And Jones is on first base after 1 hit. Timeout has been called. Here comes Rich Squire heading out to the pitching circle, and we may see a pitching change here. Is Gooley going to come in or somebody else? Well, here comes Natalie Glenn. And it looks like Ada Gooley will come in relief here for the Highclimbers. As there's 1 on, 1 out, and 3 in. We'll take a quick timeout. Let Ada do her warm-ups. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
So Ada Gooley takes over in the pitching circle. Natalie Glenn will come in to play second base. Riley Rowland moves over to third. Schuffenauer still at short. Plant at first, and the outfield is still Lee, Tyler, and Murphy from left to right.
Now up is Allie Adams, the second baseman, number 30. And she had a home run back in the first, had 3 RBIs, and she is 1 for 2, also has a walk.
First pitch, she hit a foul up the third base line. 1 on, 1 out, and 3 are in for the Bobcats here in this inning. Gooley takes over. Next pitch on the way. Swing a little dribbler right up there the first base, and Plant will tag out the runner there. And runner goes over. Well, they would say she's safe. She beat it. I thought she got it. But there's runners at first and second now for the Bobcats.
Should have thrown it.
Well, Glenn was over there, but Plant thought she could beat her and tag her, but it didn't work. So 1 out, 2 on. And here's number 9, Jerry.
Yeah, number 9, and that is Madison Baker.
Right. So 2 on, 1 out. 3 in for the Bobcats here in the top of the 6th inning. Baker waits for the pitch from Gooley that bounces in there. Boy, these Bobcats know how to run, work those bases, Jerry.
They do have some speed.
Next pitch on the way is going to be high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Baker.
And they've certainly shown today that they're one of the best clubs in this league.
Here's the 2-0. Swing and a ground ball right over to third. Rowland bobbled it, can't pick it up. Bases are loaded. Throw is off. Bases are going to stay loaded. Now they're going to come in. Here comes a 1 run to score. And Baker ends up at second. So it's going to be a 10 to nothing.
And that was Mason Jones that scored.
Just trying to catch up here, Jones came in, Adams is at third, and Baker's at second now. And here's this Vesey. Swing and a miss by Vesey.
Yeah, and Zoe is 1 for 1, had a single, and stole second base.
Next pitch on the way. Going to be high, ball 1-1 and 1 the count to Vesey. Runners at second and third for the Bobcats. 4 runs are in. Pitch on the way. High again with a pitch, and it's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 2 on, 4 in. 10-1 ball game. Zoe Vesey waiting for the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball. It's going to go foul at the third baseline. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You guys are good. You're welcome.
One out. Zoe Vesey will step back in. 4 runs are in. Here's a pitch on the way from Gooley. That's going to be ball 3. The count goes full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on, 4 in for the Bobcats here. 10-1 is the score. Aberdeen on top. Here's a pitch on the way. There's a strike 3 called, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 down for the Bobcats.
And now up is number 23, Candace Broughton.
First pitch to Broughton. It's a swing and a little ground ball foul right in front of her. That's where my sunglasses ended up, Jerry. I don't know how they ended up there, but they did. So 2 out, 2 on, 4 in for the Bobcats here in the 6th inning, leading 10-1. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And that is going to be strike number 2. If I get to the right graphic, I'll tell you about it. As Broughton steps back in. Here's a pitch on the way. Inside. That's ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Broughton. Baker's at second. Adams is at third. For Aberdeen, they're leading 10-1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be ball number 2. So 2-2. So here we go. Here's what I like to say: 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on.
That's fun to say that.
It is fun to say that. 4 runs are in. Here's the 2-2 to Broughton. Swing and a pop up overhead into the tennis courts, out of play. So the count remains 2-2.
Well, that's good they ended their practice.
Yeah,
early.
Early. I think they usually do get out. They don't want to be targets. So here again is the 2-2 from Ada Gooley to Broughton. Runners at second and third. And that will load. Nope, that's a 3 ball. So I'm sorry. It's a full count to Broughton.
And your base runners are going to be on the run once that ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
So Gooley into a windup. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be swing and a miss. And it's a dropped third strike. Throw to first, and that will record the out. And that will do it for the Bobcats here in their half of the 6th. They get 4. They lead 10-1.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
So Ada Gooley will lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Highclimbers. They're trailing Aberdeen 10-1. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Ada is over 2 so far.
I think we're going to have a change somewhere here in the lineup. Here's a pitch. First pitch to Gooley is low for ball 1. I only say that because Rich Squire was out there chatting with the home plate umpire with his clipboard in front of him. I think it'll be, I don't know what's going to come out here. We'll see. But Gooley's got a 1 ball, no strikes count. She'll hit the second pitch to her. That gets into center field on a little ground ball up the middle, and Ada Gooley is on.
With a leadoff single.
Yeah, with the Highclimbers.
Yeah, and now up is Cassandra Tyler. And Cassandra is 0 for 1, had a walk in the 4th inning. And has played a really nice center field.
So the Highclimbers now have 4 hits on the game. Is that right, Jerry?
You are correct.
Okay.
That was the 4th hit. They had 3 hits in the last inning.
All right.
3 singles.
First pitch to Cassandra Tyler is a ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Ada Gooley is at first base for Shelton. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's hooking foul and hits the turf in foul territory out there off the first base line. Up against the fence, so 1-1 the count to Cassandra Tyler.
Yeah, Audrey Gaddis tried to catch it, but it was just too far.
It was just too far. Dropped too fast. So 1-1, 1 on, nobody out for the Highclimbers. Cassandra Tyler back in the batter's box for the 1-1 pitch. Oh, strike 2 called on that outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, nobody out for the Highclimbers. Ada Gooley at first base for Shelton. Cassandra Tyler swings and hits 1 over to second base. Throw to second is not in time, and the Highclimbers have runners at first and second. So 2 on, nobody out for Haley Schuffenhauer.
Yes, and she was hit by a pitch back in the fourth, and she is 0 for 1. Flew out to the left fielder in the first inning.
So Gooley at second.
Oh, excuse me. No, she is 0 for 2. She's 0 for 2. She grounded into a double play. Apologize.
That's all right. So Gooley's at second. First pitch into Schuffenauer's a ball. Tyler's at first. Nobody out for the Highclimbers.
Yeah.
So 1 ball, no strikes to Haley Schuffenauer. Here's next pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to drop into left field for a base hit. Gooley rounds third, heads home. Cassandra Tyler heads to third, rounds the corner, heads home for that one. And there's 2 runs in for the Highclimbers and a 2-run RBI, or 2-run double for Haley Schuffenauer. Makes it to 10-3.
You know, the Highclimbers are noted for not giving up.
That's exactly
they
right.
They come
Jared.
back lots of times, maybe not successfully, but they do make a great attempt of coming back late in the game.
So 2 in, 1 on, nobody out. Here's Bailey Plant taking a ball 1.
And Bailey is 0 for 2. Grounded out to the third baseman back in the fourth.
So 2 runs are in. Haley Schuffenauer at second base. Bailey Plant the batter. Here's pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Miss Plant. Nobody out for the Highclimbers here. 2 in, pitch on the way. There's a strike 1 called on the outside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Bailey Plant. Haley Schuffenauer on second base. 2 runs are in. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Plant makes it 2-2. Nobody out for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 6th inning. 10-3 is our score. Aberdeen on top. Shelton at bat. Plant steps back into the batter's box, swings and hits one high fly ball. Heading over there to left field. And, ooh, nice grab there. Schuffenauer tags up, heads over to third base on the play, and that's 1 out. And Bailey did a job there, move the base runner.
Yeah, got a sacrifice there.
So that's the first out for the Highclimbers here.
Yeah, and now up is number 11, your left fielder, Michaela Lee. Michaela has a walk and also grounded out to the third baseman. So she's 0 for 1.
Lee takes strike 1. Again, Haley Schuffenauer over at third base. 2 runs are in, 1 out for the Highclimbers here. 10-3 is their score. Pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 1, 1-1 to Michaela Lee. Lee steps back in. Waits for the 1-1. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on, 2 in for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And that will be out number 2.
And now up is number 2, Liv Rasmussen, the catcher. And she's got on both times. The first time by a walk, and the second time she got a single, and she scored the first run for the Highclimbers.
Here's a pitch on the way. Ooh, just hit that outside corner for strike 1. Again, Haley Schuffenauer at third base. 2 runs are in, 2 out for the Highclimbers. 10-3 is the score. Shelton still at bat. Pitch on the way. Outside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, 1 on, 2 in. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball right over there to second base. Gathering it and throwing it in for the out. That was Adams to Camp, and that'll end the inning for the Highclimbers, but they do add 2. Trail Aberdeen 10-3. Aberdeen coming up.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
So we head to the 7th inning to play. A couple of changes for the Highclimbers. Natalie Glenn moves over to third base. Sadie Makowitz comes in at second. Schaffenauer still in short, Plant at first. Lee Tyler Murphy from left to right in the outfield, and Rasmussen still behind home plate. And in the pitching circle is Ada Gooley. Just to run that down for you, little changes for the infield.
Yeah, and the Highclimbers had 2 runs on 2 hits. There was no errors, 1 left on base. There was no walks. And leading off for the Bobcats here in the top of the 7th is your leadoff hitter, Scotty Lecomte. And Scotty had 2 hits so far, is 2 for 4.
First pitch to Lecomte, chose bunt, takes strike 1. She fouled that off, actually. A little hopper back towards Jerry.
Yeah.
But he didn't get to it before Rasmussen did.
I tried.
Yeah, I know.
Scotty has had a double and a single and a steal and has gone on base. She scored 3 times.
Step back in, wait for the 0-1 from Gooley. Swing and a miss on that one. Well, actually, she got a little piece of that one. 0-2 the count to Lecomte. Looks like we have Hadley Lowry on deck, Jerry, number 7.
Okay.
Just so you can update your book.
Thank you.
Here's the next pitch to Lecomte. Swing and a fly ball, center field. Tyler on the run to grab it, and that's out number 1. So 1 down. Here's number 7. And again, I say that was a wrong one. Hadley Lowry. She played against Hoquiam on the 4th. 0 for 1.
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Thank you.
Here's first pitch to Raleigh. Swinging a ground ball over to Schaffenauer at short. She'll glove it, take a couple steps, throw to Plant with a fastball, and that's out number 2. And here's Alyssa Yakovich.
Yeah, and Alyssa has had a home run, had 2 RBIs, and she is a 2 for 2. Single back in the first. She scored 2 runs.
She took ball 1 on the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on for the Bobcats. There's a ground ball back to Schaffenauer. She'll glove it. Throw another fastball over to Bailey Plant at first base, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Bobcats here in the 7th. Go to the bottom of the frame. Highclimbers trailing 10-3 on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and the Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Shelton coming up to bat. Sadie Makowitz will lead things off for the Highclimbers. 10-3 is our score. Highclimbers need to get some base runners out there. And Sadie was 0 for 3 against Tumwater on Wednesday. Pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball that goes foul up the first base line. Yes, Jerry is still here. He's just quiet.
And Sadie is one of the 4 seniors playing for the Highclimbers tonight. And I think they have their senior recognition on Monday.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, that's hooking, foul up the first base line. So 0-2 to Sadie Makowitz. And unfortunately, not available for that ball game on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 4 meetings in the afternoon that day.
Yeah, well, I have one
Busy,
in the evening. Yeah, here's a pitch on the way. Outside ball 1 ball. 2 strikes to Sadie Makowitz. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Makowitz goes down swinging for out number 1. Here's Natalie Glenn coming up to bat. And Natalie was 0 for 2 against Tumwater on Wednesday.
But I can remember her hitting 2 home runs in a row.
Yeah.
That was great.
So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers. Pitch on the way to Glenn, swing and a miss.
And I've never seen somebody so happy after the game. That smile on her face was just great.
So 0-1 is the count to Natalie Glenn. 1 out. There's another swing and a miss for strike 2. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Aberdeen 10, Shelton 3. Highclimbers at bat. Gabby Murphy on deck. Pitch on the way to Natalie Glenn. It's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Natalie Glenn. She'll dig in. Here is the 1-2 ground ball. Up to short. Vesey with it. Throws it high, and Glenn should be safe, and she is over at first base.
I'm going to give her a single. She ran well on that. That was a difficult throw. A little high, of course, for the first baseman. But give her a hit.
So 1 on, 1 out, and here is number 1, Gabby Murphy.
Yeah, she's 0 for 2.
There's a lot of 1s there. Let's had to throw that in there. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss by Gabby for strike 1. So 0-1 to Murphy. Natalie Glenn at first base. There's ball 1, 1-1. Top of the order on deck. And Ada Gooley. Here's the 1-1, swinging a fly ball. Center field's going to drop in for a base hit. So the Highclimbers have runners at first and second for Ada Gooley. That's what they need. They need base runners, Jerry.
They sure do. And what's interesting now, Ada Gooley is 1 for 3, had a single back in the 6th.
So Murphy's at first. Glenn is at second. Ada Gooley, the batter. First pitch to her from Jones. Swing, and that one's going to be fouled off the first base line. 0-1. 1 out, 2 on for the Highclimbers. Bottom of the 7th, 10-3 is our score. Aberdeen on top. Shelton at bat, trying to come back. Here's a pitch and another foul off. That's over the top of the first base dugout.
But the Highclimbers are not giving up.
Nope. So 0-2 to Ada Gooley. She'll step back in. Again, runners at first and second. 1 out. Pitch on the way to Gooley. It's going to be low. Runners are going to go. And no throw from Yakovich as Murphy is safe at second and Glenn safe at third. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Highclimbers. And Ada Gooley has a 1 ball, 2 strikes count. 1 out. There's a pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball. That's going to go foul at the third base line. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ada Gooley. Again, Gabby Murphy at second, Natalie Glenn at third for the Highclimbers, 1 away. And 1-2 count to Gooley. It's going to be ball 2, so 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. For the Highclimbers here, bottom of the 7th inning, trailing by 7 runs. Here's a swing, or here's a pitch, a swing, and another foul off as Ada Gooley keeps battling here.
Yeah, she sure is.
And Jones is now up to 81 pitches.
Wow.
In relief.
Yeah, this is her 5th inning of pitching.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Ada Gooley waiting for the pitch from Jones. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, caught that outside corner.
So 2 down.
And now up is the center fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler. And Cassandra scored a run, and she is 0 for 2.
Here's the first pitch to Cassandra. Swing and a line drive right to the glove of Vesey. And she just kind of ducked down and grabbed it, and that will do it for the ball game, as that's out number 3. And the Aberdeen Bobcats knock off the Highclimbers 10-3. Take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Well, the future of Highclimber Fastpitch is on the field now to run the bases here, as we do have a final, as the Aberdeen Bobcats hold on to knock off the Shelton Highclimbers here at Shelton Fastpitch Field at 10-3. Jerry's busy totaling things up. Oh, he's ready to go. What do you got there?
Okay, let's start with the Aberdeen Bobcats, who had 2 pitchers, Mason Jones and Lily Camp. Lily throwing 2 innings and Mason throwing the last 5 innings for the Bobcats. Of course, the Bobcats had 10 runs on 10 hits, and Scotty LeComte was 2 for 4. Britton Neal was 2 for 2. Alyssa Yakovich was 2 for 2. Mason Jones was 1 for 4. Allie Adams was 2 for 3. And Zoe Vesey was 1 for 2. Now, there was, let's go back and look at the home runs.
Yeah.
And we're looking at Allie Adams had a home run, 3 RBIs. And yes, Yakovich also had a home run, 2 RBIs. And So those were the two big hitters that had home runs.
For Aberdeen.
Yeah, for Aberdeen.
Yeah.
Now, the Shelton Highclimbers made a comeback. I was pleased by that. They had 3 runs on 7 hits. They had 2 errors. I'm not sure what the...
Officially only they had 3, but okay.
They had 3?
Yeah, that's what this is saying. Officially 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ada Gooley was 1 for 4, had a single. Haley Schuffenhauer was 1 for 3, had a double. Liv Rasmussen was 1 for 2, had a single. And Kaylee Ricks had an RBI and was 1 for 2, had a single. And Gabby Murphy had a single, 1 for 3. And also Natalie Glenn was 1 for 1, had a single. So that adds up to...
Glenn was 0 for 1, Jerry. I'm sorry.
Who was?
Well, it shows here that Natalie was 0 for 1. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. That's fine. We'll go with the 1 for 1, actually.
I will, yeah.
Because she was on third at one point in time.
She was. She got on base.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless they gave her an error.
I don't know.
Unless they said that was an
error.
error.
They didn't say that.
Okay.
But either way, final here. Let's see here. Grab this sheet here. Next up for the Highclimbers, they host Black Hills on Monday. The Bobcats host Centralia also on Monday. Our next broadcast is Tuesday when the Shelton baseball team hosts WF West. First pitch is 4:30. Jerry is drinking some shaved ice. Anything else to add while you do that?
I didn't spill it.
You didn't spill it. That's good. It would have gone on your book there.
Yes, I'm proud of my book. I don't want to mess up with my book.
Well, we got to thank Rich Squire for that book. He's the one that gave it to us. If you have nothing else.
I don't, Diedrich.
Okay. All right, and that'll do it for us at Shelton Fastpitch Field. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help with today's broadcast. Final score again, Aberdeen 10, Shelton 3. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. You've been watching high school sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.